Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you 4 tips for tomorrow's racing. But before we get into them, quickly just want to go through a couple of things for you. Now, first of all, I just want to thank all of you for your lovely messages over the last couple of days for my Grand National selections. In the end, the Grand National was a good race for us as we found the winner with Noble Yates. We also as well had the 3rd and 4th with Delta Work and Santini advertised each way. So if you back them, hopefully you made a little bit of money on the race there. Away from that, though, our other selections at Aintree were ultimately disappointing on the day, but the Grand National definitely made up for it. So, like I say, hope some of you were on there. Also, as well, I quickly just want to say before I reveal my tips for tomorrow's racing that I'm currently in the process of moving house, or I'm just about to move house. So, over the next couple of weeks, I might not be able to do as many videos as I would normally do, but I'll keep you posted on Twitter, which is the best place to follow me. If you don't do so already on social media, my handle is at LuckyLoader15, and I'll keep you updated on there when I'm not going to be posting and when I am going to be posting. So yeah, make sure you follow me on there. So away from that, let's get into it then. 4 tips for tomorrow's racing, and obviously we've got the start of the Craven meeting this week. Some good racing tomorrow, and we're going to be going to the 150 at Newmarket with an extra selection, and that is Popmaster for Tom Marquand and Ed Walker, currently available at 11 to 2 with William Hill, who are offering 5 places on this race. I'm going to recommend a 0.5 each way selection here, the dirty each way. Now, I thought Popmaster had quite a good chance of going very close in this race. Now, it is going to be a seasonal reappearance, but if you look at some of his form last year, he was often sent off for short price for some decent handicaps, and he looked like a horse to me that was still learning on the job. He was maybe a bit immature, and I just think the fact that he's a 4-year-old now, and the way that Ed Walker has talked about him suggests that he could be better than his mark of 100, and he could be a group horse in a handicap. Now, tomorrow, the race setup might just suit him. He's going to have the likes of Bergerac, Boogie Time, a couple of others as well, might just want to go forward. And if they do, it could just it could set up quite nicely for him. He's drawn in stall 11. The course on at Newmarket on the Rolly Mile at this time of year isn't normally that too wide. They normally go down down the centre, and they might come towards the stand side, which they tend to do sometimes. So if they do, that would definitely suit him. He's going to be hopefully on the right part of the track. Yeah, and I think the race could just get set up for him very well tomorrow. I think the ground will be fine as well. Currently good. They might have a little bit of rain, but I don't think it'll get into the ground too much. I just think there's a lot in his favour tomorrow. I think, I think he'll be there in the first 5, and I think he's a great bet to get proceedings underway. So yeah, he's going to be my selection there. We then go to my next best, which runs in the 225 at Newmarket with a horse called Tacarib for Ryan Moore and Richard Hannon. Currently available at 5 to 2 with William Hill, but could be slightly shorter with a couple of other firms. Now, I understand this horse has been well backed, but I actually did back him at a bigger price earlier today. But this horse, Tacarib Boy, I think could be quite an exciting horse for Richard Hannon this season. Won at Haydock when he won first time out under Thor Hammer Hansen. That was over 6 furlongs in testing ground. And you have to say it was a little bit of a surprise that day. He went off 14 to 1. They clearly weren't expecting it. However, after that, the form looked to be pretty good because he beat quite a few subsequent winners. He then went on to finish 3rd in the Horace Hill Stakes, a Group 3 contest at Newbury back in the autumn, and he wasn't disgraced at all when he finished 3rd. He is, like I say, going to be making his seasonal reappearance tomorrow. This does look a competitive handicap, but I just didn't like the way that New Science finished off his season last year. He looked a bit of a basket case to me, even though you have to do respect Charlie Appleby at this meeting. I just think he was a little bit too short, and I just thought this could get a bit tactical. Richard Hannon said in some of his quotes for the race that they might hold him up, but I would like to see Ryan Moore maybe go forward with him like he was at Haydock. He wasn't too far off the pace that day, and I like Ryan Moore when he goes to the front. I think he's got a good clock in his head, and I think that's when we normally see him at his best. So if he can maybe take the bull by the horns tomorrow, make it into a tactical affair, go forward, dictate things, set slow fractionals, kick on, I just think he might be able to progress. He's by Night Thunder as well, who won the Guineas himself and really did stamp himself in these kind of races earlier on when he was a racehorse. So yeah, I think he's got a good chance in this race, and I'll be disappointed if he couldn't go close. So he's going to be my next best of the day. We then go with another extra selection, which runs in the 3:35 at Newmarket, and that's perfect news for Tom Marquand and William Haggis in the feature race, which is the Group 3 Nell Gwen Stakes. Currently available at 5 to 1. This horse with four places, SkyBet. Going to recommend a 0.5 each way selection for Tom Marquand and William Haggis. Again, another dirty each way, but I think this horse is a good each way bet. each way to my nothing bet. Now this horse, Perfect News, she was quite progressive last year. She was last seen finishing third in the Osho Sharp Stakes, but I just think she might have needed some experience as a juvenile. I think she's ultimately going to make a better 3-year-old. William Haggis said in the quotes that he wants to win a group race with her. He won this race last year with Tacarib as well, who had a similar kind of profile, actually related to quite a few sprinters, which she is. The dam of this horse was a Group 2 winner for William Haggis over 5-6 furlongs, so he got the sprint and pedigree, but on the sire side, sire's Frankel, so you like to think maybe a mile could be this horse's optimum trip in time. But yeah, I think she's got solid credentials. William Haggis have hit the ground running. They've had a good start to the year. They're not in bad form. I just thought this horse, I liked her profile, and I just think she could be on an upward curve. I just thought the likes of Catch It, Hello You could have just been precocious 2-year-olds. I'm not sure if they're going to develop, but to me, Perfect News looks like she could have that progression. And yeah, I quite like her chances to run a big race. We then go to my nap, which runs in the Wolverhampton, the last race on the card there, the 8:15 at Wolves, and I like Thapa VC tomorrow for Adam Kirby and Mark Rimmel, currently available at 9-4. I'm going to recommend a 1-point win bet here. Now this horse has got a good record at Wolverhampton, 3 wins from 4 career starts, and last time we saw him, he wasn't disgraced at all when he finished 4th in a Class 3 contest. He's dropping into Class 5 company tomorrow, so this is arguably a lot easier. There are a couple of horses in here that on paper, when you just read their form, like Plumet and horses like that, you think, oh yeah, they're going to have a good chance, but they need a strong pace. And Thapa VC, I just thought if Adam Kirby uses his initiative tomorrow and goes to the front and send, like I say earlier with Ryan Moore, can set those slow fractionals, he might just be able to get an easy lead and then kick on at a crucial point, and it could just come in a sprint for home, which I think would suit Thapa VC. He's unexposed over a mile, only one previous attempt, but he ran okay when he finished second at Chelmsford. He's still only a 4-year-old. We still don't know his limitations, and he could just have a bit too much class for them dropping back to this level. So yeah, he is going to be my nap of the day in the 8:15 at Wolves. So there are the selections then for tomorrow's racing. Let me know in the comments box below what you're going to be back in tomorrow. If you're enjoying these videos as well, please remember to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to the YouTube channel at LuckyLoads15. If you want to follow me on the old socials, Twitter and Insta, the places to do so, where my handle is at LuckyLoads15. And that's all I've got to say. So please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.